skateboarding started in Venice, as far as my perception goes. And to continue it there was something I really wanted to do. I feel like a lot of people think that everything's been done there, so they didn't even bother going back. But
You saw potential.
oh yeah, dude, for sure. Because I have a weird trick selection. So I could just go to the spots that everyone invented everything on and then do something else there.
Okay.
I wanted to figure out what I could do in my immediate environment, and that's part of the reason why I moved to Venice in the first place. Plus, with Venice, people say that everything's been done, everything's been skated there. So it's so fun to go pick apart what's there now. Welcome to May 7th, 2022. So we're working on the dog park rail. Best address ever, 1234 at Pacific and Westminster in Venice. Know one of the local spots, dude. So at a Red Bull event in Venice, years before I ever moved here, I went for like a wall ride to wall ride, like up and down kind of thing. I was coming like this, and then my wheels caught the metal.
Oh.
And I slammed straight to the bottom.
Oh, God.
And I messed up my shoulder so bad. And I just wanted to leave, so I did. And I left, and I got some ice at the corner store for like $40, because it was like a boardwalk corner store. And then I just wanted to get away from everybody, so I just walked off the beach, and I found this grass hill, and I chilled on the grass hill. And I was like, I wonder where I am right now. Turns out I was at the dog park. So that's like, I have an origin story of that dog park. I freaking love it, dude. It's gonna be so weird. I'm gonna have to look at this corner from here.
To set your body right, huh? So why are you doing that, Andy?
Well, the speed plays a huge part in this, or lack thereof speed, that is. And this rail's been waxed recently. I don't know what was going down on it, but I gotta scrape the wax off of this so I get the right speed. Then I'm gonna wax this one so I can make it to there. I want this one fast, that one slow. I have to skate it, right? Like it's right there. I pass it every single day, and it taunts me. And it's got a front side 90-degree corner and a backside 90-degree corner. So 90-degree corners, for me at least, are way easier front side because you can see where you're going. But the backside one is so gnarly. Like, I don't like backside 90-degree corners because you're just kind of whipping it. It's so funny, man. That rail is so trash. I mean, awesome. A lot of technique development, trying to learn how to get up onto it. Like, if you just want to know how hard it is, just find a round rail. Don't go to a square rail, you cheater. Go to a round rail, try to balance on it while holding your board, put down your board, and push off as 50-50. Like, if you watch videos, a lot of people will use someone's shoulder to stabilize themselves at the top of the rail. Like, don't be a cheater, bro. Just, like, step up there. Who am I to say call people cheaters, dude? I use so much funny stuff. But, like, I draw the line, dude. I draw the line. No assists. Unless you need, like, a car. Dude, I'm stop making rules, Andy. Start breaking rules. Stop making them. Yeah. But learning how to walk up onto it was its own thing. And then once you're up, you can't, like, chill up there for too long. Like, you have to get up, throw down your board, and push before the viewer gets bored, right? That's one thing that maybe people aren't thinking about is, like, the timing. And one thing that went really right on the make was there wasn't a single instant where I wasn't grinding. As slow as I was going, continuing to, like, push the trucks through the process is so important.
Movement the whole time.
But I needed to slow down to hit that first 90-degree rail. Because, like, when you're going into a 90-degree corner, it's similar to skating into a wall. If you have transition, you can go fast and go higher. But when you're doing a wall ride, speed only takes you so far. You can kind of do the highest wall ride possible going pretty slow, because the speed doesn't transfer straight up. So, I gotta figure out how to slow down on this rail. So I started by putting the grip tape on the rail, trying to figure that out. It works, but you gotta replace it every single time. And then you have a bunch of excess grip tape on the rail. It just gets so annoying. And then we took off all the wax from the rail, and that I was getting the right speed, but it was a 10-minute 50-50 grind from the top just to the first corner. Like, it's just too boring, right? So the rhythm of tricks is so important, so important. So keeping the rhythm in mind and the flow of the trick. If I start fast, I have to figure out how to slow down, and that fills up dead space, the slowing down. And then the foot braking on the rail is an evolution of the 1 foot 50-50. Like, 1 foot 50-50 is way easier than foot brake, in my opinion. Because you have to have the 1 foot and then gently foot braking it. If you ever remember learning how to skateboard, when you foot brake, your balance has to be so good.
Yes!
Right?
Dude!
Sick. For the kids!
How'd that feel, bro?
Dude, that felt so much more exciting than I ever imagined because of the slowdown. I thought it was just going to be the longest, most boring trick ever.
No, it made it look really cool. And I think it shows a lot like your skill ability that you can slow yourself down on a rail.
Yeah, dude, I wasn't sure if that was going to take till sunset or if I was just going to get it.
Yep. That was pretty quick.
That was really quick.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Less than an hour.
I never even visualized that before. You know what I was doing? I was trying this form of, like, flow state where you, like, picture your whole 360-degree surroundings.
I've been doing that lately.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't know if I was doing it on the actual one that I landed, but
Yeah.
the one I landed, I was just hyping off the kids watching.
That's so sick.
Can we see it?
Terrific.
That's like when he's about to go, but that one he's in it, but it.
Yeah. So, multiple things. We're just showing up to this spot. I've already done this trick, but I want to do it better. Just like the last trick. I feel like I'm way more prepared today. Yesterday, I did some yoga, went to a hot yoga class, and I fucking went in the ocean, which I never do, and I just trying to prep myself. But last night I came to check it out, and this guy came out that door and kind of was like, hey man, you can't hurt yourself out here. You gotta hurt yourself somewhere else, you know? And I was just like, I hope they're not there tomorrow. But it looks like they might be here, so we're gonna deal with that social predicament, if you know what I mean. There's like something going on in that point. That had to be said. Second thing that had to be said, man, a lot of people reaching out to me, like a lot of texts and stuff coming in that would normally get in my brain, and you know, just taking from the, like, you can hear my phone just going like like, if this was the fucking Olympics, this would not matter. People go aside, and that's a really hard thing for me to learn. But like I have to start treating shit that I fucking care about as much as I would treat that, because this is my life and I have this time. So I'm realizing I am the piece of shit that's stressed out about my goals and like these things I'm trying to do, because that makes me who I am, and I'm learning to accept that and live in that. Anyways, that's just some deeper shit I'm going through right now. There's a lot of time here spent just trying to figure out how to get through these corners. But on this first day, we made it through the first two corners, and I called it. I was satisfied. Got a sick angle from Phil filming up in the tree. So rad. Everybody's hyped. A little bit of the same situation with the snake rail, where I show up with a big crowd of people that aren't going to skate the same spot as me, and I feel like I'm kind of wasting everybody's time. So that kind of wait is a bit of a bummer. Even though it's meant to be supportive, it just makes me feel in my head. So even though we got the trick, I knew I could do it better. I live right next to the spot. I have no excuses. I don't want to put out this video knowing that I could have done it better and walking by that rail every single day thinking about how I put out not the best work I could ever do. Something I could compare it to would be like a cabinet maker that didn't sand one side of something, and it's just like, maybe everybody else doesn't notice, but you notice, and it's going to torture you for the rest of your life. Like, this piece is going to be a legacy piece for me. I need everything to be exactly how it is in the vision. So we had to go back. It wasn't good enough, and when we go back, it's just me and Nigel. You know, lock in, work hard, and deal with the distractions. So many people. A lot of interruptions. A lot of people asking for photos or time, or they want to watch or even record the trick too. And I'm like, you can record it, but like, do not post it, do not share it, do not anything. I don't even want people to know I'm working on this. It's not coming out for at least a year, maybe 2 years.
Do you remember that couple that showed up and they're doing like a reality show? They're like, yeah, we want you in a reality show. We're just like, no, please don't. Like, go away.
I know we'd be the best people ever for your reality show, but we're just like, we're working on our own reality right now. Trying to turn it into a show.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. That's the whole aspect of Venice that makes it hard to skate. It's the constant interruptions and the constant distractions. But they happen in life everywhere, but in Venice it's just like so potent.
Non-stop.
Distraction, 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 magician, magician, illusion, 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 illusion. Where's the truth? Where's the truth here? Yeah.
Feel that.
I think skating with a crew is great, especially if you don't know what you're going there for. But when you have a trick in mind and you know it's going to take you 4 to 6 hours to do, and nobody else is going to be having fun on the spot with you, you know you're just dragging people to sit somewhere for 4 to 6 hours. Like, it's just not the best feeling. So that's why a lot of these missions ended up being solo missions. And then often people that I know or people that I love end up arriving anyways and become a part of the trick. Like, it's so cool how that keeps happening. But if I didn't know what I was going to go film and I didn't really have a vision for where I wanted to go skate, the crew is the best because you feed off each other's energy, you get inspired. Totally different if you know exactly what you want to do, where you want to do it, when you want to do it, what the lighting should be like. And if you hear someone go in the background or yeah or something and you're not going to be satisfied with the clip, then there's subconscious pressure of like, shut up, don't make noise, and hate and like controlling power coming from me to those around me. So that I don't want that energy in the trick.
Damn it.
That's too sketchy.
Best landing ever, dude. No way. That was the cleanest thing he's ever done.
We did one. I gotta do it good now. Thanks, man.
I can't get up, that's the problem.
Bloody hard. Hey! No!
getting speed for this one is with a 90-degree corner, there's zero transfer from speed this way to this way. All the speed for this comes from me leaning here and jumping this way, which is just risky.
Yeah.
But with lesser corners, the more speed you go this way, it can help you. But it just doesn't work like that so much.
Yeah. Just a little too slow.
It's the smallest bit too slow. I might end up having to push
Really?
just to make it look, because I didn't want to push to make it look better, but if pushing it, it's going to make it more smooth. One thing I'm doing differently that's helping is right at the very beginning, as I'm pushing or whatever, I'll look up and see this corner and just take a mental note, opposed to looking where I need to look to balance. I see how far I have to go, and then it triggers something in my brain where I'm already pre-adjusting for how long I need to go and blah, blah, blah. It's really interesting. There. And then I'm really balanced.
Oh, perfect.
And then as soon as I release that foot, I'm in the free world.
A little bit faster, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's that's so close to the. Can I see that one?
Yeah. So Andy, the main difference that you're trying to change this time is you're trying to not push right here.
Yeah.
And then when you get here, it's gonna still just be a 50, but are you gonna push or not?
I'm gonna push here.
Okay.
Because I don't want to do the whole thing if I have to push and then push.
Yeah.
It's only cool in my mind if I have to brake, nothing, and then push.
Got you. And then you want to 5-0 the end.
Yeah, I want to
Go the whole thing.
Yeah, but like if I don't push on this rail, I'm gonna stop right there, which is what happened last time.
Yeah.
But I don't want to push here and push there.
Yeah.
It's too much of the same.
Too much footwork going down.
Yeah, too much busyness.
Got you.
So this has to be slick. This has to be super ice. And this has to be grippy because I'm imagining I'm gonna be stopped here and then push off this bar.
Got you.
Boom, and that'll give me some extra balance too. That was too slow. So being able to take the corner is one thing, but being able to pump speed through the corner is what I have to do.
Yeah.
A lot of dogs poop here, so Andy's trying to clear himself a path.
I should have tested it more before I started waxing, because I waxed the part where I want to put my foot on the rail to slow down. So now my foot's sliding.
Oh my God.
Is that it? What? Yeah, we did it. That was crazy.
Dude, that was perfect.
It was like,
Perfect.
let's watch it. Let's watch it. It's so funny. You had to take a piss for like an hour,
An hour.
and then you went to take a piss, and you're like, come back. You're like, dude, I think it's gonna be good. We needed a break. Got the break.
Two
What do you
tries.
think? What's your take on it?
2 tries, man. I think
From watching you try this, you seemed way more stressed than just about any other trick I've seen you try.
Really?
Well, because I've never heard you cuss so much, and like you're getting really angry, you know what I mean? And I get it, but you know, sometimes just taking a break, even though it's the hardest thing for skaters to do, is the best thing you could do. Just let your body chill out, let your muscles and everything kind of go back to normal, you know what I mean? And then you get some more energy, and then you can kind of just try again. Like, I've had a lot of luck with skaters in the past. I'm not sure too much with you though, because that was the first time I think we took a break and you got it like second try. But there's a lot of other guys, I could just tell they're just tired, you know? It's like, just wait a second, you know what I mean? Just wait, like, even just a minute, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that was a good break, though. That was, like, almost 10 minutes. So, it gave you some time to kind of, like, relax.
You know what's
what I mean?
you know what's funny about that break too?
Uh-huh.
It's like homie came up and was hyping, and I showed him the one that I did that was too sketchy.
Yeah.
And we like watched it together, and I went over it in my head.
Sick!
So that was like just random happening. He's like, "Did you do it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did it. It's sketchy." But dude, that was the one.
That was tight, dude. That was super sick.
Oh man, that feels good. Again, a trick that I'm redoing because the last one was like not good enough.
Not good enough. This one's way better. Like, I think you're super right about hitting this last part, because no one's gonna expect that.
Yeah, and whether or not they expect it, when they see it's there and I didn't hit it, they're gonna be like, "Why didn't you hit that?"
Yeah.
So I'm glad I pushed on the exact rail. I thought I was gonna go here and then push off this one,
Yeah.
because then you get way more balance.
Yeah.
Like there's something about like balancing on one rail that's hard, but if you're on two rails, then you're like
So easy.
It's like the easiest thing ever.
Yeah.
You can like just literally stand here like that.
Yep. There's 3 points of contact.
Right. But if you're here, it's like whoa, whoa. Then you get to here and you're like, oh.
So dope, dude.
Yeah, last night I was climbing all over this thing.
And you got kicked out,
I
right?
got kicked out for climbing on it. I didn't even have a board. But I think today that maybe they recognized me from yesterday or something. Or
Yeah. Did you recognize any of the guys?
there was one guy that walked up and he was like, "Be careful."
Yeah.
I was like, "Is that the guy from last night?" And I was like, "I've only been here for an hour and a half."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Okay." But then most of the guys that came out were like, "Yo, you got this, man."
Yeah, they're all nice. They're cool about it.
Yeah, they were cool. So maybe that one guy was new or something.
Yeah.
Point is, we got it, and they helped us.
Yes.
And we got the 1, 2, 3, 4 address.
Yep. Dope, dude. Props.
One thing about the long form tricks where they take like multiple seconds
Yeah.
is you have to stay in the flow state that entire time, right? And then when you don't land the trick, you have the time to recover, and then you got to go back into that flow state. And you have to stay there. You got to be there. If you leave that, it's crazy. So like it's one thing to be able to balance for a certain amount of time, but then with the distraction, with the things, with the corners, the added challenges, and staying in that ultra focus is really, that's the enjoyable part for me, is like being in that flow state for such an elongated period of time. Like even 3 seconds is really long, and this is closer to like 8 seconds.
That's a long time.
Yeah, to be that focused, and then to have hours of attempts where they're like 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds. You know, like it's just crazy toll on your body and brain.
I really wish I would have filmed it, but I kept telling you, like, dude, just lean to this side, or just put your arm over
Oh,
here.
yeah,
Or
dude.
put your arm over here.
Like I would.
And you were getting so annoyed. You're like, Nigel, don't you think I know that? I'm trying to do that. And like, I wish I would have just had some of that audio we could put on here. But I would keep saying that. And Andy's just like, I know, dude, you don't need to remind me. I'm trying to do it every time.
Yeah, it was
and,
like-
and now that you're saying that, it like makes it even funnier, because I'm just like trying to tell you what to do or help you do it. But it's like you're locking yourself in this flow state where your body's just naturally figuring it out, you know?
Yeah.
But I just didn't. I wasn't in like the most solid state for these 2 filming days. So now that like I'm in a very solid state, looking back on it, it's like so funny to me in my mind of like trying to tell you to do that.
Yeah, like you're
So-
on the rail, and then fall to the left. You're
Yeah.
like, you should lean to the right. Like, oh, idiot. Like, shut up. I just get so mad, trying not to freak out.
Dude, I'm so sorry, but that is pretty comedic now in retrospect.
Yeah, bro. You like fall to the left. You're like, oh, yeah, lean to the right, fall to the right. You should, have you thought about leaning to the left a little more? Like, shit.
Oh my god.
God damn.
Dude, I'm glad we can look back on that, because we got the clip, the part's doing great, and it's funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think we're pretty wrapped up here. I'm gonna talk about some of the products I'm riding in this shot. So at this point, we already have the egg graphic. We were trying to do a whole new graphic. I was trying to think of something crazy. And then I thought, you know what, let's just do the heron graphic and flip it because it's symmetrical.
It was pretty quick.
But, so that's pretty good. And then where the nanocubic was at a stage where I didn't have the lock inside yet. So it was still rounded on the inside. And yeah, it's cool to see how these tricks morph the wheels, right? I'm trying this rail where I have to be locked in for numerous seconds, and my wheel isn't a lock-in wheel. Like, it makes me think, like, this needs to be a lock-in wheel if this is the kind of skating I'm going to be doing. So that it's really form follows function with the designs. And another name for the video other than Crazy Wisdom could have been the journey to the Vajra.
Seriously.
Because it started out with like before the egg, and it wasn't until the last two tricks. It was only the last two tricks that we filmed chronologically that were on the Vajra with the 5297 nanocubics. So everything was in the development process, and each trick had its piece in shaping the board and wheels that ended up coming out and being quite successful. Thank you, guys.
That's awesome. We're good with that?
I think we're good, dude. The last kink is the funniest thing ever.
Right? I remember at first you weren't that hyped on it, but I was like, no, dude, that's so cool. That shows how hard it is.
Yeah, the
You
last
know?
kink is the best. Braking, pushing, and pushing without any stagnant moment where I'm stopped. It's really hard to go slow and not stop. So I'm just happy that it all flowed out and worked so well, and I'm so thankful for Nigel being available and just being like, yo, let's film today. Okay, today, great. Like, I'm there. You know, that's awesome.
Yeah, throughout this whole process, you know, I was going through like a lot of personal stuff.
Yeah.
And just like even like what I'm going through now, it's pretty intense too. But like working with you gives me something to focus on and distract me from well, not really distract me, but it keeps my life moving forward in a positive way. You know, this is work that's worth doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all this project filming with you was work worth doing. So even if like I was sick or, you know, I didn't feel like doing it, it's like I would still get myself to go. You know what I mean?
Right.
So thanks, man. 'cause
Thank you.
I helped you, but you also helped me, man, a lot. And I'm really psyched that everything's working out so well for both of us.
And that's the best relationship, man. Symbiotic.
Straight up.